them to do, that's taking a lot off your plate, you know, because like there's some really good core info in there that, yes, you can send them the documents and you can send them this and that and add them to the Facebook groups, but once they get those done, then they come to you with questions. So always make sure they know their goals for the first month. 4 loyal customers, 3 distributors. The second I sign someone up, I'm like, this is what you need to do your first month. Watch the training videos, follow the steps to success, add them to the Facebook groups, make them feel like they're, you know, a part of the group, and set up their launch party with them and make sure that you're there with them. So training videos, orders section, in your eSuite, all of your, you know, we all know it takes a little bit for someone to appear in your actual downline, in your tree view to move them or whatever. Orders tab, that's where they're going to appear first. So just FYI, if you're checking or your distributor texts you and say, you know, my girl hasn't showed up in my downline, say check orders first. So view your downline, submit tickets in there, that's your support section. You can view your commissions, etc. Free for the first month, $20 a month. Your auto ship, so important. You know, if you don't have your auto ship set up day one, a few things happen. You're not automatically commission qualified. Your person above you who enrolled you doesn't get the $100 fast start bonus off of you, and you need product. So that's part of when I'm signing someone up. That's something that they have to do right then, and you really should be strict on that because they're starting their own business. So if they're worried about $80, like, you know, maybe not the best fit for them. And yes, once you get more sales, you can turn off your auto ship. We all have wraps. If you feel like you have enough wraps and you have that 400 PBV, then you're commission qualified. Do you have a question?
Yeah, I did. Okay, so when we first start them or first sign them, when we go in to do the auto ship, it automatically sets up for the following month.
Exactly.
So we need to have customer service have them bill it that month. So they need to have, if I'm understanding you correctly, they need to have an auto ship bill the month that they sign up.
Set up. It doesn't run until, say they sign up April 29th. It doesn't bill until May 29th. So it doesn't come out of their account until May 29th.
But they just need to set it up when they're ready.
Yes, because that triggers them as commission qualified and fast start qualified.
Okay.
So as long as it's set up on that 80 BV, so they can't put it on a box of wraps. That's only 54. And that should just be part of the process. 2 boxes is what I like to do just because if they're new, they're going to need those wraps right away. But if they're more on a budget, you could do wraps and greens. That's the cheapest combo to get your 80 BV. Or the skinny pack is wraps, defining gel, and fat fighters, and it's 80 BV. So
it just has to be
set up. It does not charge. So God forbid, let's say 3 days before their auto ship runs, they're like, you know, oh crap, I don't want this money to come out of my account. I have wraps. They can cancel it.
3 days before?
Yeah, it's actually 2 days, but I just like to say 3, just, you know, don't cut it too close. You can always change your auto ship. Anything that the timing with that is 48 hours. But so important for them to have that on from the first get-go.
So you as a distributor, when your DT sign up and she put the auto ship, you know, the next month you will get, as soon as she get the 2 LCs, you will get the $100. So you don't have to wait for them to run that auto ship.
No.
So it's really
Exactly. So if she gets her 2 loyal customers the day she signs up as a distributor, you would get, and she has her auto ship set up, it hasn't taken any money out. You get that fast start bonus that next Friday. So the quicker she gets those 2 loyals, or you move 2 loyals to her, and everyone knows about moving loyals, it has to be done within 24 hours. So you can't give old loyal customers, you know, when some of my distributors are asking me for loyal customers, I'm like, I don't have this like bank of loyals to give you. Like I have to give them to you as they come in. So, so important that auto ship, that's like really what, if you get down to the end of the month and a couple of your distributors, just imagine when you get to a higher level and you have hundreds of people underneath you and people aren't aware of this auto ship thing and you're making bonuses off all different people.
You won't get them.
Exactly. You won't get them if they don't have it set up. So it's important, as you all know, to train your distributors just so it trickles down. So Jen knows to tell her people, you know to tell your people. You know, so it doesn't have to run.
It just has to be.
It just has to be set up.
In all honesty, what cracks me up is the few people that, if they're nervous about setting up the auto ship, and they don't, whatever, for whatever reason, a week later, like, oh my god, I need more
I
wraps.
need wraps, I need wraps.
I'm like, I try to tell you this, I've tried and tried and
Yeah,
tried.
so that's why the
and
steps to
tried
success
to tell
are
you.
join Boost Party as step one. If you can buy that booster kit in most of my salons or businesses or somebody that has a credit card to put it on or whatever, encourage them to buy that booster kit, because when you as a business owner and starting your business get a big box in the mail of wraps, you feel the pressure to get rid of this stuff more than if you get a box of 4 wraps. You know, like there goes your sister, your brother, and your friend down the street calling you, and you do one on yourself, and they're gone, and you're a week out of getting more wraps in. That's not a good jump start, you know, to your business. So I really try to encourage people to dig deep and say, just like close your eyes, click submit order, buy the darn booster kit, and be done with it. If you can, even the mini booster, if you guys know, it's only $150 extra,
That's a great
and
deal.
it's such a good deal, and you can only get it during enrollment. I can't get that. None of us can get that now. You could only get it during enrollment. And it's like an extra 8 wraps plus the 3 free products. Big bottle of defining gel, bottle of fat fighters, and tub of greens. So that's a huge deal. Auto ship, 80 or 400 to be commission qualified. And just explain to that people too, what it, like Mark was saying, you have your own business. To be able to run it for $100, I mean, let's be honest, that's really small overhead for the income that you can be bringing in pretty quickly. So you want products anyways, you need to be trying this defining gel, and this stuff is awesome. You need to be taking this, that, so you want products. So switch it up on your auto ship, do some personal orders. You're going to get rid of it, and you need goodie bags, if you're doing an event, you want to have little giveaways to give people. If they sign up, if they buy a wrap, you get a free thermos. You know, people love that stuff, so have product. Okay, goals as a distributor. Get loyal customers and distributors. Pretty simple, right? But we try to overcomplicate this, and that's why the company, like Mark was saying, everyday people can do this business. You know, an 18-year-old in Utah, single mom, what's her name?
I know you're talking about that.
Yeah, she's, making $100,000 a month or something. Like, and she's so small town, like little southern girl,
She had a baby when she was like 15 or 16.
Yeah. And so, and there's people like that, and there's school teachers, there's me. I mean, they're just everyday people. So such a simple business. That's why the company set it up like that. 4 loyal customers, 3 distributors every month. Repeat it. Wash, rinse, repeat business. Yeah, it is. It's just like do that every month, and I literally do pencil to paper, like write down who my customers and distributors are for the month, and of course place them accordingly where I need them. And yeah, maybe one month I'll get 8 or 9, and one month I'll get 1 if I had a slow month. But as long as you're sort of sticking to that and teaching your distributors that, imagine if your distributors did that. Imagine if the 4 girls that you've signed up as a distributor all signed up 3 and that one signed up 3. You can imagine how quickly that would grow. And it is so simple. So just try to teach that. And don't say this is your goal. If that doesn't happen, your business isn't over. Your life's not over. It's not a quota. It's just a good, step to follow. So get loyal customers, get distributors. And of course, we all know a loyal customer, 1 product a month, any product for 3 months. So I always like to pitch it as, I really recommend trying a few products the first month if you can afford it. And I'm always very conscious of people's budget. So I always throw that in, and it makes them put their guard down. And like, we're on this level when I'm like, it's really up to you depending on your budget and your goals. But I do recommend maybe the greens and fat fighters and ThermaFit, just based on what they're looking to do. Or they're like, oh no, I really, really just want wraps. Okay, cool. But make sure that you're always offering those other products. You could be selling someone a $25 wrap, and you might not have even have asked them if they want to be a distributor. You may not have even have asked them if they want greens and ThermaFit. You're just like comfortable talking about this $25 wrap. And for me, the first couple months, I felt like that's all I was doing was selling single wraps. And like going and like driving at a gas station like 30 minutes away to sell 2 single wraps. It's ridiculous. But it's okay, because you're getting the wrap out there. You're going to follow up with those people. You're making them understand that 1 wrap is just that. It's just 1 wrap. 4 wraps is a full treatment. So don't get discouraged. I have some girls who are like, I cannot get loyal customers. I mean, even me, I grew my business fast. The first few weeks, I did not have 17 loyal customers or something like some of these girls have now. So everyone grows at a different pace. Don't be discouraged by selling single wraps, but eventually try to get away from that. And you do, because the more you're in, the more people are comfortable seeing your posts, seeing your Instagram, seeing this. They like feel like you're an established business. Whereas when you're new and you're talking about this stuff, maybe, you know, people are more comfortable just buying singles, but eventually they just sign up. You don't even know who they are. They're just signing up. And that's all about just consistency. So join Boost Party, gather 4 loyals, gather 3 distributors, repeat each month. Teach your distributors everything. That is truly the key to your business. And I've been so slacking the past couple weeks because I've been on vacation and I have the opportunity to train so many of my new girls. And I fell off the wagon a little bit, and you've got to like beat yourself up over that, because if you let someone in who's a big spa or is something, and they just go untrained out into the world and they don't know how to wrap, like you're doing yourself, your business, a huge disservice. So always take that, try to stay organized as you get more distributors, and take that time to train everyone as if they were your first distributor. Because those first couple people, you like massage them and teach them, do their hand and do their party and teach them everything. And if you can, really try to keep that consistency with all your distributors. And we all get guilty of that sometimes. So your It Works store, really, really important. www.myitworksstore.com. That's where you get all of your Blitz cards, product pamphlets, the Success from Home magazines, all of that sort of stuff is on there. I know like some people are a little bit been in the business for longer, so you already know this. But new, then the number 2, It Works, is the promo code for 20% off. So you get 20% off all of, 10%, you're right. 10% off your first order. But I actually used it like 2 or 3 times. I don't know how. So just always try it.
I've been using it every single time.
And it takes it off. Yeah.
Every single time it does.
So there's a glitch in there.
Yeah.
So just try that code. Might as well. Get shirts. I've had people be like, "What's that It Works thing? I've seen that somewhere else." You never know when you're going to be in here or there with that shirt on, and somebody's going to bring it up. So have a shirt. Have a a hat, a cup. Yeah, might as well. It's just built-in advertising. But the 2 things that you for sure need are Blitz cards. I prefer the customized ones just because I hate printing labels, and I'm always like messing up the margins, and just get the customized ones. And product pamphlets. So those are good, really good for parties. Of course, because when you're at a party, you're giving everyone a clipboard with a product pamphlet and an order form. So Blitz cards and product pamphlets within your first week, please try to order those. Have a wrap party. I know corporate always recommends having a wrap party within your first 2 weeks, and that really is important to launch your business, because you're getting everyone in a setting where you can be, everyone is like that hoorah where everyone wraps and unwraps and measures, and like they're doing it, so she wants to do it. She's going to wrap, and she's going to sign up, and she's going to be a distributor. And make sure you're always giving all the options. I basically get everyone in the door. And I don't just try to get the wrap on them that first second, because they're like, whoa, what? I don't even really know, but my friend brought me. What am I doing? So try to, get everyone gathered, and then do a very short spiel about the wraps. This is how they work. It's an all-natural body wrap. You can put anywhere on your body. It tightens, tones, and firms in 45 minutes. The resulting inch loss, blah, blah, blah. Do your little 30-second spiel, and then say, we're going to put the wrap on. We're going to measure, we're going to take it off in 45 minutes, and then we're going to talk about the products a little bit. So they sort of like know what to expect, what's coming. So I feel like that sort of helps people go, okay, rather than I've been to some wrap parties where they're just like, hi, you ready to wrap? So just try to give people a little 2-minute breathing, situation, and then have a wrap room. Or if the girls are all close friends and everyone sort of wraps together, do whatever you want to do. Always have a helper if you have more than 5 people that you're wrapping. Otherwise, you're going to spend too much time wrapping and not enough time, talking and stuff. So get everyone wrapped, get everyone back out. And I do the wrap, almost like assembly line. Measure in 3 spots, like belly button, below belly button, above belly button. Do little Sharpie marks on the side. So like Sharpie, 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 Sharpie. And then on the other side. So when you're measuring the same spot, same, plane. Put the wrap on, get the bubbles out, secure in place with cling wrap, next person. I write their measurements with a Sharpie on their little wrap bag, the plastic. so that they can take that wrap home with them and put it on that night to sleep. So then they actually feel like they're getting more for their $25, because for the party purposes, we only want to leave it on for 45 minutes, but we know it can be left on longer. So go ahead and send them home with that wrap. Get everyone back in the room once everyone's wrapped, and you're talking about how it feels, and then I go into, okay, you know, and I tell my little story about how I got started. You know, I saw a post on Facebook from another one of my mom friends, and she was like me, doesn't ever post anything, like I've never sold anything, you know, online or whatever, never like repped a product on my personal Facebook. So I sort of talk about how I got started, and then talk about loyal customer, what it means to be a loyal customer, talk about what it means to be a distributor, talk about the earning potential, and I don't care, like I throw it out there. I'm like, you know, my husband and I, he was so against this in the beginning, you guys, you have no idea. I mean, like, fight, you know, every day we would fight over it. So, because he has his own business, you know, he's doing his own thing, and he couldn't believe that I, like, started this rap thing, and he has to watch the kids more, and you know how guys are. That's what it all comes
I'm going through that right now.
Yeah, yes. And seriously, push through it. It's so hard. And it feels so much better when you can, after 6, 8, 10 months, whatever, be making, even if it's $2,000, $3,000, I mean, it feels so much better where you can say, you know, I told you so. And now they're on board. So just stick with that. I mean, the only way you can fail in this business, seriously, the only way you can fail is if you give up. That's it. I mean, there's some ladies who it took them 3 years to get to presidential diamond or triple diamond, but they're doing it now, so, you know, who cares? But now people do it a lot quicker just because of social media and because we have such great leaders, and, you know, it does happen pretty quickly. But off topic. Loyal customer, what it means to be a distributor, and then I don't really pass out the clipboards, you know, like making people feel. I'm just like, the info's up here, so, you know, come grab. I have clipboards, product order forms. Come grab an order form if you're interested in signing up for a loyal customer or distributor, or if you have any questions. And I make sure they understand the importance of, you know, it really is a full treatment is 4 wraps, and that's only one treatment, depending on your body type and what areas you're focusing on. You really need more than 1 wrap. So, of course, you're going to see results after this 1 wrap, especially in 72 hours. But if you really are wanting to make changes, you know, you definitely would benefit from the loyal customer program. And if you're looking to wrap and make money, then let's sign you up as a distributor. And I, just in the past few months, I feel like my approach to getting distributors has completely changed, in that I'm always offering it as an option for wrapping. So, like, somebody who I might have just sold a single wrap to is now a distributor, only because I asked them. You know, whereas before, in like my first several months, I felt like I was so tied up on selling that wrap or getting a loyal customer, that now I just make it part of the conversation, you know, see what they're doing for work or whatever. And like, do you think that you could sell this? Do you think that you could work this in? Like, are you looking to make extra money, you know, while you're wrapping anyways? You can get free wraps. You can get 8 free wraps after you just get 4 friends. Like, that makes it sound so easy. Once you get 4 friends, you get 8 free wraps. So people are like, free wraps? Really? That's cool. Like, and you make money too? Yeah, you know, a lot of money. So, I think
Very
making
casual.
yeah, I feel like I'm just really casual about it, and I make it just part of the conversation. When we're talking about wraps anyway, is like sort of sharing my personal story and asking them if that's something that they think that they would want to do. Because it sort of makes them on that edge of like, yeah, you know, I think I could do that. That sounds kind of fun. And, you know, putting out some of the things, like, we don't just do parties. A lot of people that I've talked to from Instagram and stuff like that have this stigma about our type of company, where they think that we're just constantly like having people over and selling stuff to people. And that's not it at all. Like, I never really feel like I'm selling anything with these wraps. So, and I don't have a lot of parties. I mean, I have parties for my distributors, but as far as me hosting wrap parties, I think maybe 2 or 3, and one where no one showed up.
I was there. I went.
No one?
I did.
Oh wow! It was my Facebook one. It was a Facebook one. Not my Facebook friends, my Facebook business page. And it was, so it's people that I don't know, so they didn't really have a commitment to me, you know. But so yeah, I think it was like 12 people had RSVP'd. No one showed up. I'm like, I am 6 bottles of wine to drink by myself. But it happens. It happens.
But you know what? It was
so.
really great that I got to see that happen because it was a good experience. I mean, it was fine. It didn't bother me. I actually
No,
got
'cause we got to chat.
yeah, we chatted and I learned a lot more about the business, and it also gave me the perspective that this could happen to me.
Yeah.
And she wasn't discouraged at all.
No,
she was
like,
just
whatever.
like she was like, oh, thank God.
Put on my pajama pants.
Yeah. So, I mean, she was, it was just good perspective for me. So if that ever
Yeah.
happened to me, not to give up. She
And
was
it
fine with it.
happens.
She's like, oh, whatever, another
Yeah.
day tomorrow. So, she just moved on from it. She wasn't like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I suck. I'm not going to get, I'm horrible.
And I went through a phase, you guys, seriously, I think 4 months in, my diamond like completely crumbled. When I turned diamond, my emerald was like no longer an emerald. Like she had no distributor, like all of her distributors backed down. So,
Wow.
yeah, so like it was bad. But I, at that point, I was like all in. And once your mind is all in, like that's when this business changes for you. So in the beginning, I was not making that much money, and I was like, $500, whatever, $1,000. That's not worth, because I still had a full-time job at this point. I just quit my job. I just retired. But so, and I was like director of marketing, like a big job, and now I don't know. I make a lot more than I did then, but so yeah, it's fun. Okay. Told you, tangents. Stick to the PowerPoint.
You want some wine?
Some wine? No, that's
No,
really
no, no.
awesome.
I know.
We don't want to do that. Okay, so charting. Who's already Ruby? Besides anybody?
She's a Ruby.
Okay.
She's
So
a Ruby.
everyone else is working on their Ruby. Okay. So that's like your focus in the first couple months, and once you hit Ruby, like it just all starts to change. Like that's like your turning point. I remember once I hit Ruby, it's like, okay, I think I can do this. So Ruby is actually super simple, and it's just, you guys know the charts. When you look, seriously, I was like 2 months in, and I'm like, all these boxes are distributors? Like,
Yeah. When I first started,
I was like, are
Oh,
these
my
customers?
God.
Like, what are we doing here? What's with the chart? So don't feel bad if you didn't know. But these are all actual people. At the end of the month, they don't become humans anymore. They just become boxes. So 1, 2, 3 people directly under you, and then one of them, doesn't matter which one, has 2 people directly under them. So maybe you put all 5 of these people in yourself, or maybe one of your people actually worked. And
or maybe whatever, however we
Who
do.
cares?
This is normal.
Yeah, no, so that's
It's
normal.
okay,
No one
Vicky.
works. And put in their own too. So, and normally that is the way it goes, because when you sign one of these new distributors, they might not see the vision as much as
Right.
you do, or they're not as experienced as